It's Thursday. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down the road
And
today, looking for
it's Renaissance Man. I'm here to ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 1,375 in a row of the Renaissance Man show. That's 1,375 days in a row showing up for this world, trying to effect a positive change when many are trying to destroy it. So if you could do me a favor and smash the screen, if you could subscribe, follow on all my social media platforms. I am on everything. I'm on TikTok Live right now. Love you guys on TikTok. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on DLive. We're on where are we? We're on everywhere. Twitch. I'm trying to remember all the streams that we're doing on Restream. And we're on LinkedIn as well. So hello all you LinkedIn Indenites. What are they called? LinkedIn Indenites? I don't know what that's called. But anyway, welcome LinkedIn. Guys, we do this every single day of existence, 1,375 days in a row. Tomorrow is a massive day for me. Tomorrow, I release my 6th feature film. It premieres at 9 p.m. on YouTube. Please head over to the YouTube page. The link is right in my bio. And head over and join us right now and subscribe. It's 9 p.m. tomorrow. I'm going to give you the synopsis of the movie so you can get excited about it. It's called Worst Coach Ever. You should be subscribed already just because of that. Okay? The worst coach ever. His name is Mark Riven. He's a freaking history teacher by day, Indiana Jones style. By night, he's doing freaking varsity basketball coach guy. Brings him to the state championship. They win. Riven gets an upgrade. Hey, can you do like USA team and, get LeBron James in gear? With the whining? So then I take the USA team to the freaking gold. You guys got to join us. It's an hour and 26 minutes of running time. It's a green screen comedy movie. And this is my 6th one. The 7th movie is coming out in 3 weeks. It's called Grimm the Comedy. If you guys have ever seen the NBC show Grimm, it's basically a comedy based on the fact that I guess I look like the guy who plays Grimm. That's because of Wolf here on the YouTube channel. She goes, you look like David Gentili. I'm like, who the frig is David Gentili? Then we looked, and Gentili is the freaking guy from Grimm. So we just, now we have a Grimm movie. I got an hour and 40 minutes of that. That'll be ready in about 2 weeks. So I really hope you guys join me tomorrow. My plan is to get at least 5 more feature films out to you this year. Full feature comedy films where you could break away from this world for a little while and say, what the hell is going on with this guy's mind? This is stream of consciousness stuff, guys. There is no script. Matt Zabrowski! I need a freaking woo-hoo!
There's something to die for, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something to live for, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something to die for, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something to live for.
Matt Zabrowski! We're ready for the woo-hoo. Take us up a level. Woo-hoo! Right? Oh, man, that was a good woo-hoo, Zabrowski. You brought it tonight. Sometimes Zabrowski just doesn't want to bring it, But that was a good one right there. Zabrowski, we can give you a golf clap on that one. That was a good one. I don't know, Zabrowski, 8.6? 9? No, Zabrowski, no way you were in the 9s on that one. It was good, but it wasn't that good, right? What's that, Joanne? Joanne thought it was in the 9s. Joanne, but what the hell can you hear? You're friggin' wheezing. Anyway, guys, it's live improv comedy here every single night of the year, and Joanne's not real. So look, when we get into these, Zabrowski's real. Zabrowski is real. He's just not friggin' here. He's in the city, and sometimes he'll pop into the chat. But Zabrowski was with me in 2006 when I recorded that, and he threw out that woohoo, and it's now with us every single day of the show, and it's a bit. So every day you get to see me do a little different bit with Zabrowski as he gives us a woohoo. And Joanne, of course, wheezes through the entire show every night. Guys, I think I want to take a guitar out and just rock a bit because we have a movie tomorrow night, and I realized We're going to be doing a Q&A after the movie, so any questions you may have about the movie, we'll be doing a full Q&A for the show tomorrow night for day 1376 in a row at 10:30. But the movie starts at 9 p.m. Dana! Okay, so Dana, I hope you go and subscribe. Guys, I have to pass the link over to everybody for the movie. I'm going to grab it real quick so everybody can head over and make sure they at least hit a like, follow, and share it. If you could share it with 5 people each, I'd really appreciate it. I'm very excited about each of the feature films I put out, but this one's going to be a lot of fun. It's about basketball, and it's just basically a guy ripping everybody apart for an hour and 27 minutes. And LeBron James is just like, he finally gets his. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's play a little music, and then we're going to get ready for the feature film tomorrow night on YouTube. Thursday night, it's a warm night is late. You can feel it thinner every single night. It's all changing. Life, it's changing every day. Pick up the paper, catch the news, what's happening today, who's in on page 6, the tabloids, oh, they're just distracting me and you from the moment, and we allow it to happen over and over again. Pick up the phone, call your best friend and see what's going down. Break away. When you break away, merry-go-round ride, round, round, round we go, and no stopping now, no, only going faster. Try to slow down, got my eye on something as I float by, the dizziness takes over, spin round and round. Break free, break free from the noise. Break free from the noise. Gotta break free whenever you can. anyone take you down and wake free, break free, yeah. In your eyes, smile wide, world is all yours tonight, yeah. Oh, under the starlight, break free, break free from the noise, break free from the noise. I can't hear anything anymore, no, I closed my mind to it, yeah. They keep trying to break me down, but I don't hear a sound, no. Learned to tune it out long ago, I won't let it come back, no. Once you learn, you don't have to go backwards, you can always proceed. Break free, break free from the noise, from the noise, break free. Break free. I could have looped the friggin' hell out of that. But the guitar got way out of tune, and I was like, I just can't keep it going because it's just going to piss me off when I listen back to it. Cool tune, though. Let's get this puppy tune because that was bad. It got bad there at the end. Break free. Break free. Break free from the noise. From the noise. The wind is howling out. Everything is fading into the night. I can't see any light. It's as quiet as can be. From here to across the shining sea. Break free. Break free. Break free. Break free. Break free. Break free from the noise. Break free from the noise. I have a song called Break Free from the Noise. Kind of lined in there nicely at the end. We should play them back to back. That one goes, break free from the noise. It's very, very cool. It's a very similar vibe. From the noise. So I think I may, just as we were doing last night, just to kind of get you guys, draw you guys in a little bit, is to play you some songs you freaking know. Yeah. Oh, thank you, S. Coop. I'm so happy you liked it. I don't even know what it was yet. We're going to have to listen back to it later, just to see what I did. There was a couple things that were pretty cool. Like there was the verses were pretty wild. I don't know what I was saying, but I was saying something about making a phone call, and I like it when I can vamp or come up with one concept like that and then go from making a phone call to sending a text or whatever it is to sending whatever it was, writing a novel. I don't even know what the hell I said, but there was a progression there for each verse. And that's what I love about writing songs live in the moment, is I have no idea what I'm going to say or do, but I just, if I can get one cohesive idea from my heart to latch on to, I'm going to continue to draw and build on it. And that's what happens with these songs is, this is really just true full expression. This is what this show is, art. This is true art form. Like this is the truest form of art that I know. There is no script. We come out here every day and we just allow things to take place. We allow creations to become. And to me, this is, I wish I could find, when I was not doing what I'm doing right now, I wish I could find a platform where all I did was watch creation. Like, oh my goodness, I'm watching comedy being created. Oh my goodness, I'm watching a song being written live right now. Oh my goodness, I'm listening to inspiring words that are coming out of the moment of time. That is what I am jazzed about in life. And that's why I can't, get enough of coming out and doing that. But the reality is, I wish I had that before I did it. I wish there was something like this. I don't know. I never found it. I never found a platform I can go to and just listen. Songs are written all day, and comedy, and powerful words, and truth, and the news, all of it at once. And I told you guys, to me, the perfect show, the perfect movies, the perfect songs, they encompass every emotion, not just one, not just happiness, all of it. Everything into one expression. And that's what makes Shakespeare so amazing. And this is what my overarching goal has been, is to show up every day and put out a show filled with the entire ball of emotion in order to get you away from everything that's going on in this world. Maybe just watch something interesting for a few minutes and just say, oh, geez, I forgot about that other thing that was taking me down a little bit, and we all have those things going on. So this jazz guitar has zero effects. This is just straight up what this thing sounds like. And it's kind of cool. The only thing I can do here is I can bring down the treble a bit like that. Something's off here. Who knew it was the E? And the A. What's going on? Everything's off. That's better. Still don't know if I want to erase what's on my pedal right now. I got 4 pretty cool things. It's hard for me to get rid of these when I have them on, you know. I have no idea what I want to play. Let me go into the, let's go into the, oh, did I give you guys the link yet? I think I did, right, for the movie? Please head over and give it a follow. And join me tomorrow at 9 p.m. when we dat it. We did this one the other day. It's a cool tune. I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's gray, Wednesday to Thursday. I don't care about you. Oh, Friday I'm in love. Monday you can fall apart. Tuesday, Wednesday break my heart. Thursday doesn't even start. Friday I'm in love. Saturday wait. Yeah, that was what was open the other day. You know what? I'm also kind of like, I don't know, felt a little off today. I'm like, I don't know if I should sing when your voice feels a little off, you know? But then you're like, I'm here and I'm doing it. You know what I mean? When you're doing it, sometimes you're just, you got to pull it together. Wow, this isn't working either, huh? All right, so we're going to have to do something else. We're just going to come up with a song here or play a cover that I already know. How about that? To the merchant ships, minutes after they took guy from the bottomless pit. My hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We follow this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom, these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever heard, redemption songs, redemption songs, yeah. Mental slavery, but ourselves can free our minds. Oh, no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it, then we want to fulfill. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom,
These songs of freedom is all I ever heard. Redemption songs, redemption,
So, here's what we got going down. Tomorrow we have a feature film. I'm going to play you a couple of the shorts from the feature film real quick so you can see, you know, what the frig's coming. And you'd be like, oh, cool, I can't wait to see that tomorrow. That's friggin' right. You better come watch it tomorrow. I'm going to be here at 9 o'clock doing it. You know, it pisses me off. You know, YouTube's got something weird going on right now where when I go and I do a premiere, it won't show me my most recent uploads as like an option, because I want to put as the option for an opener for Worst Coach Ever, one of the clips of Worst Coach Ever. But guess what? It won't show up at all. Yeah, YouTube has my freaking platform in a weird freaking place. So, or I have to use like the Supermark from one of the other movies because it won't share anything recent. It will not connect. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know why. It's only on the lives and it's only on the videos. But other times I'll see it. Like I can go and I can type it in. It's there. They're all there, but then they don't show up as my options of what to add for an intro. And there's 200 options of 30 seconds to 1 minute clips that I've been dropping for the last couple months, and none of them show up. I can't use them. It really is bothering me that YouTube is, I don't know what the hell they're doing to me. Anyway, so tomorrow, Worst Coach Ever. Make sure you join me. I'm going to show you a couple of clips. Here we go. What do we got? Here's one. I'm going to put this one on for you, just so you guys know what happens. This is just a moment in the first scene from the movie, okay? It's called Worst Coach Ever, but hold on. Let me first and foremost give you guys... Did I put on the... Make sure I have the thing on here. Yeah, already on, right? Yeah, we're good. All right, so... All right. Easy does it with the volume over there, you know? All right, I'm going to put it on the main screen so you guys can see this with me, the window capture. And I believe we have it open. Yeah, we do. So here we go. This right here is Worst Coach Ever, the opening scene. At least it's about 18 minutes, and this is 51 seconds. Whoops. I got to go back over here and do that. You're walking, you see a Sasquatch. You're like, dude, you want to do a little cuddle-a-roo tonight? Nothing weird, you know? You wake up the next day, you say thank you, you know? But look, sometimes... You run into somebody who just can't handle the truth, you know, a 2022 deal. Oh, there must be something, you should go and explore that. I don't need to explore a Sasquatch deal, okay? I'm Coach McLavin-Riven when I'm not here teaching these dummies. These friggin' morons over here. Guys, listen, let me just final words, okay? I snuggled the freaking Sasquatch, okay? Old Sammy. Not my proudest moment, but I did it, okay? Next day, I'm there. I'm walking through the jungle. I said bye to Sammy. We finished some eggs together, you know, overlooking the sunrise. You're walking, you see a Sasquatch. You're like, dude, you want to do a little cuddle-a-roo tonight? He's snuggling a freaking Sasquatch. What are you going to do about it? You know, this is Costa Rica deal. Out there, doing it. you know? One more scene. This one is just a little something from the movie. Again, you're going to have to just make sure you're freaking there to watch this tomorrow night, 9 p.m. in it. You know?
I'm a guy. I was born as a...
No, you're a freaking girl. You making babies. You're a girl. I just want to prove something to you, okay? I wrote it down here before because I didn't even realize you were here, but I wrote this down as a life lesson, LaQuisha. What's that? Oh, sorry, Lonnie. Yeah, I forgot. I have to call you by the name you want to be called. Yeah, so Lonnie. There we go, Lonnie. So I can't call you what I want to call you. I have to call you what you want to call. Okay, I want you to call me Mr. Magnificent. Okay, Lonnie. If you tell me, LaQuisha, sorry, Lonnie, if you tell me you can't make a game, you're done forever. We don't tolerate students who say,
I don't feel like playing today because I have my thing.
well, I thought you were a guy. I thought you were a guy. You were doing it without the 1-2 Magoo situation. But you're there now taking time off because you're not feeling well this month, right here at this time of the month, every month. You know? I miss a game once a month. What the frig's going on?
Oh,
I'm
goodness.
a guy. I was born as a...
No, you're a freaking girl. You making babies. You're a girl.
I freaking love that bit right there. And then here's a little tag along to that. Let's see. Where was it? Snuggle the Sasquatch. Oh, here we go. LeBron James gets hammered. This is a good one right here, I think. Let's see what we got.
LeBron. Prima donnas now. I get it, LeBron.
I got a big contract. I have my own shoe. I won a world championship.
But yeah, but how many did you lose? That's what we really want to talk about is how many you lost. Because at the end of the day, winning is one thing, LeBron. But how many times did you lose? Sorry, I ran out of ink. Carmelo, just wanted to tell you you're looking good over here. Sorry, I forgot my glasses today, Carmelo. Carmelo, I want you to pull up at 18 and friggin' swish it right now. Let's go. Carmelo, what are you doing? You're making me look bad. I'm here first day in it, First day on the gig. Coach McLavin ribbon.
Coach McLavin ribbon. He's my favorite coach ever. I don't know about you guys, but I got McLavs. Hold on, old school basketball. I think this is one we just saw. Hold on, let's just see. I think this is one we just saw, but let's just check again because it's good enough to watch twice. Let's just see.
Oh, we have a lady.
Oh, a little bit different.
Oh, you're transgender. All right. So I'm sorry, I'm just trying to understand. So you were a she, and now is it legit to say that now you were, or just you always were? I don't really get it. I don't get it. I'm just going to put down that you're a girl, and that we have a girl on the team. No, that's the way I have to write it. Because you freaking girl, You're definitely sitting the bench, just saying. I got you next to Michael Jordan, the crap one. And then we got LT next to you. And you're a girl. I get it.
I'm Leah Thomas.
You want to do a Leah Thomas deal, but reverse style, where you were the girl and then now you want to become the guy. Oh, we have a lady.
Oh, guys, I cannot wait for tomorrow when we watch this. This is going to be completely insane. I guess there's one more part here. I guess this is part one. Maybe this is a little different or it's the same thing. We'll see. I knew one of them was pretty similar. Let's just see if this is it.
Welcome to varsity tryouts. I'm about to get to Michael Jordan over here. Game day. All right, Jordan, what's your deal? Your name's freaking Jordan? Like literally Michael Jordan? Your parents named you Michael Jordan? I mean, everybody liked him. I get it. But you came out here dressed like Michael Jordan? Yeah, my name's Michael Jordan, and I came out dressed like Michael Jordan here to try out for the freaking team. Let me guess, you play like Michael Jordan. You play like Michael Jordan? That I gotta see. I don't think you play like Michael Jordan. Let's just say, thinks he plays like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's the GOAT, all right? But LeBron? He's crap. Are you kidding me? Me. What's his finals record? What's Jordan's? Rest my freaking case. You ever seen a freaking person glide through the air and just stay up there while everybody else comes down to planet Earth? Just defying gravity? We call him Michael Jordan. Welcome to Varsity.
Guys, this is going to be so much fun tomorrow. Oh, goodness. 9 p.m. Please help me spread the word on it. And let's get some people out for this. This is going to be a completely insane run. What did I see? What did I get here? Anything else? Is that it? I think that was it. I think we did pretty good there. We did pretty good. Of course, I want to show you one other thing that just to get you excited about the next movie that's coming out in about 3 weeks. It's called Grimm and the Magic Shands.
I'm really nervous about this, but I've been hearing good things, and I think I'm ready to take the plunge, I'm a detective, so, I need an edge while I'm out there. I think you can help me with that. So, what's the process? How does it work? Well, so first you basically have to have your hands gnawed off. We chop them down to nubs, and then we put them into these shoe hands. Wait, but then am I supposed to? But you're supposed to shut your friggin' mouth while I'm telling you what to do. And you put your hands, shoe hands. Okay, and now you're solving crimes. So after you do, I'll have shans. You'll have these freaking shans.
Okay. So that's coming next. It's basically done. I just haven't downloaded it, and I want to add some things to it, But we have. This is, by the way, guys. This is the link. I see S Coop put it up. Thank you, S Coop. But when you click the link, this is where it goes. And I want you guys to go over and you can get a little laugh. Super Mark intro. And look, it's missing a like. It was me. I didn't like it yet. I just liked it.
It's a bird.
Hey, guys, by the way.
It's a plane.
I don't know if you noticed, but I was number 13.
It's Super Mark.
Doing it.
It seems like I got miles behind me, right? Yeah.
Super Mark.
I have miles behind me. Super Mark. I could fly back there to the Freedom Tower if I wanted to. I just did. You didn't know it. I went there, came right back. Go back, rewind. Go rewind and do it second by second. You gotta do it like frame by frame. You'll see I left, I came back. Now I'm right here again. You see there were lights on. I went and punched it out. I came right back. I just did it again. Pause, go back.
Guys, go and watch. Be a part of the action. Be a part of the insanity. This is the Renaissance Man Show, 1,375 days in a row. Don't forget your shans. You better bring your shans because it's going to be a party. It's going to be a party when we do a Shanzaroo, So the way I have the Grimm movie set up right now, it's basically 45 minutes of the Grimm movie, and then there's this 45 minutes of me rocking these 2 songs about shans, where we just improvised all this crazy comedy while I was singing, and there's no, movie at that point. And I think it's pretty cool that there's almost hey, here's a movie, and then afterwards, this is how the freaking movie became a movie, is me singing about it for 45 minutes, and then we're like, we gotta make a movie now. So it's in reverse, like a Tarantino style, which I think will be pretty cool once I get it out. But I want to first focus on tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Join me over on YouTube. If you haven't on TikTok, please head over there. You're gonna see a first-time movie. Nobody's ever seen this before. It's a feature film. It's called Worst Coach Ever. And bottom line, don't you want to see someone finally give LeBron James what he deserves? The truth, Am I the GOAT? No, you're freaking a GOAT compared to Michael Jordan, You're talking about grace and finesse, or like the bully in the freaking lunchroom taking the milk money. You're the milk money bully, by the way, LeBron, You guys have to join when you see it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. There is a 5-minute window to get over there, get your popcorn right at the beginning, and you're not going to want to miss this. It's pretty insane. I mean, you saw a couple of the scenes, but there's so much I have not dropped. I'm going to try to drop a few more things between tonight and tomorrow so we can try to get people excited about this. It's not easy to do a feature film. It's really not. I'm about to release my 6th tomorrow. And I'd really appreciate the support if you guys can share it with anybody and everybody you know. Hey, one of my friends just put out his 6th feature film. It's premiering tomorrow night at 9 p.m. You need to laugh? You like to laugh? Join for some stream of consciousness comedy. Tell people what it is. It's insanity. It's a guy allowing the moment to take place for an hour and 27 minutes and using the I don't know, the situation, whatever the green screen has to offer, just allow comedy to work off of, you know? And we got a lot of feature films, but we have a lot more to come. So if you can, let's get some people here so they don't miss the next one. You know? You guys are all going to have to catch up on the first 5. You got to go get Batmark and Supermark. You got to go and watch Three's Company, The Breakup Artist. You got to watch The Wolf of Crypto. You got to watch the Johnny and Amber movie. They're all freaking hilarious. On Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, watch My Christmas Story. It's freaking crazy funny. It's silly. It's just silly. Dr. Wayne Doppler doing a weather report. What are we talking about over here? You know, so when you're the tallest man alive, Guinness, and still growing, talk of the town, so to speak, you know. You want to be the talk of the town. I mean, that's a good thing sometimes. Anyway, guys, so tomorrow, remember that, 9 p.m., I think the link's up there from S-Coop. Thank you. Actually, I'm going to pop this over here so we can get it. I'm going to pop S-Coop's note here and pin it so you guys can click that link and make sure you don't miss it. This is the first time, also I want to share one other thing. This is the first time that I've released a feature film that I haven't previewed it first for you guys. Just realizing it. Every time I've done a feature film, we watch it before I do the premiere, like 3 times. I'm like, guys, we're watching Supermark. I made an edit, guys. I changed one scene. Let's watch Supermark again. And we did that, you know, for each movie. Johnny and Amber, right the day before we premiered Johnny and Amber, The Fairy Tale Nightmare, I watched the whole movie with you guys. I premiered it. You know, so, and this is, I wanted to do it different this time. I want you guys to be surprised and be like, oh, I remember being there during that, but I never saw this entire, I didn't see this yet. This is the first. And just so you guys know, I tried to see if I could do a preview myself yesterday. I didn't get through the whole thing. So we are literally going to watch the whole thing together tomorrow for the first time. And I'm excited about that. So, whoever you can get out tomorrow, leave little notes in the comments. Tell them to go and leave a note in the comment when they go over and like the video and share it. Just, hey, well, can't wait for the show or whatever. Let's fill up that comment section. I see a bunch of people already left comments on the video. If you can head over and leave a comment for the video, hey, looking forward to seeing it. I shared it with my friends, blah, 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 whatever. The more people that interact with this link, the more people that interact with this video, the more people they'll share it with. And that's a fact. So if you guys can do me a favor, and I know I put out a lot of content, but when I do put out something like a feature film or I put out like a new album, if you could share that, really mean a lot to me, because something like a feature film, an hour and 27 minutes of art, it should be at least out so people know it exists. And I don't know how else to do it. I try my best here to get the word out, but I need your help in order to get people there tomorrow at 9. So if you can, I appreciate that. And yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to do a Q&A afterwards. We may do a call-in Q&A afterwards tomorrow night just to see what you guys think. If you liked it, get a critique. And I mean, it's there. I'm not touching it. It's there. It is there. And the one thing I'll tell you is this. This movie will do one thing. It, just like my songs for the last couple of years, if you go to iTunes and Spotify and you just type in my name and start listening, you'll hear the truth about the last 2 years. All the society truth about what they did to us, the things we weren't allowed to talk about, I was singing about. They're all there. Freedom Convoy, the Kyle Rittenhouse song, LGBTQ anthem. I've done every single song possible about society, mandate this. They're all there. Dr. Weasel Frauchi has his own 3 or 4 songs. Like we've done it all, guys. And if in 20 years somebody comes across this platform and says, what's Mark Pires Renaissance Man? Let me go and start at the beginning. They're going to find the only true representation of 2019 to 2022 there is. Because we lived every single day of it. Everybody else took off a Sunday. They took off on Saturdays and Sundays. They're all on 3 days a week. I'm on every day, 1,375 days in a row. Unvarnished truth every single day. How I see it. Not the way they see it through my mouth. No, the way it really is. And that's why you may have just found me for the first time today. So you have to remember you're freaking riding a dangerous line when you want to be somebody who's open to allowing people to be seeing the truth and the light and getting away from all the lies. When you're one of those people, it's a tough road to get to the people who really appreciate that. It's almost impossible to get to the people that appreciate that. And I don't know if it's ever going to be something that I do reach that group. But I would say I don't know who the freak they're sharing my show with, because it doesn't seem like anybody. But if they are sharing with anybody, it's with people who don't like live music, comedy, positivity, and truth. That's the only thing I can imagine, but it's really more of a bigger picture. They're just kind of shutting off the tap. So this is why you guys are so important, you know. Together we're going to do something here. We're going to get this movie out there. It's a feel-good, silly comedy. It's like Adam Sandler type comedy. And look, I like doing parody comedies. You know that. There's no script. What am I supposed to do? Come up with some sort of freaking like edgy, like, I mean, we do some crazy stuff here, guys, but without a script and just improvising to make you guys laugh, that's what we do here. You know, I'm not getting up here and doing serious stuff. I mean, sometimes it's like, this is the crazy thing. We don't know what today's going to do. I mean, there's a chance I do something serious instead. Who knows? I wouldn't be opposed to that. Doing one night, doing a drama movie, like a real drama for you. But that would be tough. See, the thing that gets very difficult about doing a drama, when you're all alone, when you're doing a one-man movie, is your green screens are people who are like, oh, they're like, and so you're there doing a serious scene in front of like four people in the background, like, you know, and that doesn't work. So what we need to do is, if I'm going to do something like that, it would be almost like a Stuck on Mars deal where the background is just me alone, and I'm on a desolate, you know, maybe I'm in a desert or something like by Mars, and there's some sort of internal struggle, you know. That could be a pretty cool drama type movie where you're stuck and you can't find a way out. Ooh, where's the freaking pen? You know, waking up in the middle of the desert and not knowing how the hell you got there. That could be a movie. Just do you, brother. You got it, Dana. You got it. Oh, goodness. I'm going to play you guys, maybe play you guys something here for a moment, because I have a thought, but I don't know about doing, like tonight, doing a drama. But I do like the idea of doing a drama and trying to, like, just take you in a different direction occasionally, and see if that's intriguing to you guys at all. Because I used to do that, obviously. I mean, that's just a different wheelhouse. But the concept, I believe, is still the same. The intention is to keep you entertained. So if I was to go that route, I'm pretty sure I can maybe do that just with improvising a story. You know, it's funny, when I was in college, I took a class, and this is just prime example why this is like my existence of showing up and being an improvisation guy. I was tasked with coming up with a monologue and reading that monologue in front of the entire class. Now, for me, I just don't like, you know, other people's work. I don't know what it is, but I just was like, I'm just going to go up and I'm going to improvise a monologue. So I got up in front of the entire theater class and I improvised a monologue by Derek Johns, whatever. I don't know what the hell the guy's name was. And it was called The Black Sun. And I remember I got up there and I improvised some serious monologue about, you know, the sun dying and being the last on the planet. Something weird. It was a crazy, and I pretended that it was from a play. Like, it was like I was so stupid, like 19-year-old kid. Like, okay, buddy. And the crazy thing is, I thought it was a one-timer. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, great, I'm done. And they're like, okay, great, we're doing it again in a month so we can, you know, you see if you've improved on your performance. And so all these people are coming out with, oh, I've got Chaucer, I've got Shakespeare. And I should have done Shakespeare because I love Shakespeare, and I did Shakespeare later. But at the time, I was like, this young kid never did anything with theater before, and I was like, I'm going in there and just having a good time with this. So second time around, I had to improvise it again, and the whole freaking thing changed. And I was like, I don't remember what the hell I said. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was a one time and only, you know? Oh, that was funny. But that same professor is the one who, it's funny. I everything in the arts for me came out of like a lightning strike. Okay. For the first 18 years of my life, I listened to rap music. I did not know anything about real music and never stepped on a stage before. My brother and I were both asked to be in the last scene of a play. And so we were like, yeah, sure, we'll both do that. You know, if we were friends with someone or he was friends with somebody and they were like, hey, we need 2 people to be G-men in this. You Can't Take It With You was the name of the play. And so I said, yeah, I'll do that. And so we played the G-men and we both had a line where it was like, hey, come back here or something like that. We like chased these people off stage and I was hooked. As soon as I got on that stage and I had said that one line that had the makeup on and everything, I was like, I'm doing this again. So I auditioned for this monologue series that was going on, and this guy, David Lurie, who's a really great actor, but also a great director, he was doing one of the monologues for this series, and I got the lead. And this is my first time. So I went from doing this couple lines to going and doing a lead in some monologue where I'm on stage with a shirt off. I had to take my shirt off, and this is like this romance scene with this girl. And never did anything like that before. And I went in and I freaking tackled it. And I think I did a good job. I don't remember specifically, but I think a good enough job to be able to propel forward to the audition of Romeo and Juliet. Now, the thing about Romeo and Juliet is that teacher I told you about, the professor, he was the main professor there. He had an idea of who would be Romeo because of their experience, how long they'd been at the theater department. This kid, Matt, who'd been there for 4 years. And I was this new kid who'd never been in anything except for a monologue, you know? And so he said, that guy, he can't do it. He doesn't have what it takes, whatever he said. So I went and I worked my tail off and I read Shakespeare for a while before I went in for that audition. And I went in there and I freaking destroyed. But soft. What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east. And Juliet is the sun. I freaking destroyed that balcony monologue. And I got the part. We did it in the round, which is something I never, ever thought of before. But there are people all around you. So you have to constantly be moving when you're in the round. And because of that, there is no freaking like stage. There's no set. They're using lights, gels in order to create a vibe, you know? And the only accessories we had, the only props we had were like fake guns and stuff. We had made this like gritty city, Romeo and Juliet setting. Romeo was a guitar player. This is the song I played sitting there for my first scene when I'm sitting I'm sitting at a coffee shop with Balthazar, and this is what I freaking play. I can't find it. So I'm playing that, and Balthazar walks in, and we start chatting, and that's the beginning of freaking Romeo and Juliet. I also turned my last monologue when I got banished from Verona. I turned that entire monologue into a song because Shakespeare's in iambic pentameter. So I sang the entire monologue to this. This is the chord progression. That was like... And I was like, banished from Juliet. Whatever the frig it was, I sang the whole freaking Shakespeare monologue because it was all in iambic pentameter, so it was easy for me to do that. So it was, I think, one of the most exciting times to do something like that. I made that part my own. But the thing is, it was all such a serious part. Like, I made him very, very likable and fun and loving, but the reality is, you know, I freaking took my life at the end of that play. And when you have to express yourself for someone like that, and on stage in front of people, you have to draw from the emotion of death and of losing somebody, that's powerful. And I'm not a method actor. Like, I don't even freaking understand that. Oh, think about your dog. No, stupid. No, you have to let the script and the moment take you to an emotion like that. And if you have to try to replace it with something in order to be a method actor, that's on you. I don't know. I let scripts bring me there. And of all the times I played Romeo, there was 2 performances where literally the emotional range and the way that roller coaster rode up while I was getting to that end scene where I'm literally ready about to drink this poison, tears, crying, just pouring out, like live right in front of the freaking crowd, because that's the way it should be. Shouldn't be. That was like a whimpering freaking moment at the end there. I hit myself in the head with the gun. I remember my stage prop director said, I thought you knocked yourself out. Because I was like, I had this moment, this irate moment where I was screaming maniacally because I'd lost the love of my life to the, she poisoned herself and like all this crazy stuff is going on. And I literally was like, I thought I killed everybody. And I grabbed the gun and I had it and I smacked myself in the head, and not intentionally, by accident. I was like, what have I done? I was like thinking to myself, and I hit myself so hard in the freaking head with, it was like a metal gun. It was like a real prop gun. And I don't know. I just let it continue to push me. And it was one of the coolest experiences. Actually, to the point that I think that performance, somebody was there in the crowd and they asked the director, hey, we don't want you to stop this. We want you to take it from here over to Long Wharf. Long Wharf is a professional theater in New Haven, Connecticut. And so I was like, what? We're playing at a professional theater? And I'm not a, AFTRA or anything like that. Like, I can't be at a professional. They're like, no, they're allowing it because they really love it. They want us to do it. And they're looking past the old, having your card type of thing. So none of us had our card. We're all college kids. But we did it at Long Wharf. That went really well. And they said, we want you to do it at the Palace Theater. Palace is like this great venue with seats where they rise up. It's like going to like the Schubert or going to, Broadway, and you see a real stage with a really awesome crowd, double-decker style. And we did it there as the final run. It was a full year of my life that I played Romeo, but it was all while I was in college. And I still couldn't believe that I never had a play that lasted that long. And here's the crazy thing. I think I only did 1 or 2 plays after that because I didn't like the way it felt when it was all over. I was so connected to all those words and the script and working with those people, and then it's over and you're just like ripping off the Band-Aid. All right, see you guys. And it was weird to me because I knew everybody's lines. The Queen Capulet, she would be out there doing her thing, and I'd just be in the back like mouthing all of her lines jokingly. Like, I remember I knew every line in the freaking play. And that's how, I guess, committed and I guess that's how much I was really loving that play. I really think Shakespeare is wonderful, and more people should take on that concept of reaching into the emotional. It's like, I'd say it's most people pull one emotion or 2 emotions into their art, but you have to grab more. You got to get more into there. Because it's the ups, it's the downs, it's the sideways, feeling. It's everything that brings you on a journey. And of course, nothing negative to me. I try not to get there, but as far as it goes, you should always be pushing towards that next beautiful moment. Romeo and Juliet was awesome. A lot of fun. And it's funny. There was apparently a video that was taken of that. I remember, I saw the camera. There's a freaking camera crew that came at one of the last performances when we did it at the Palace, and nobody's ever seen it. In fact, the director's like, I don't know who shot that. We're like, you're the one who paid to have it done, And I never saw it. I would have loved to see the performance because it was a really, really great performance that we put on. And Ileana, who played Juliet, did a great job, and Grace, who played Capulet, and Ray Massey played my brother, Mercurio. And so basically, it was a cool time in life in order to delve into some Shakespeare, you know? And I didn't understand any of that, though, until I went and said yes to doing a couple lines, one line at the end of some play. And that led me in a direction. And then I'm playing music, and I realized that music was actually something I loved even more. I'm writing all these songs, so I was like, I'm going to focus on that. And almost signed a record deal in 2009, or 2008, and that's when I decided instead to not decided to, but we were getting married, and then the record deal came in my lap. It's like that. Everything in life's like that. Like, hey, let's get married. You're like, okay, great. And then like a month later, I get a record deal on my lap from Jive. And I'm talking to the guy, and I said, look, just make sure it's fair, and we'll sign. I want to do a deal. And so he sends me this BS offer that's like, he makes everything, I make nothing. And I'm like, I already have 130 songs. I mean, guys, I've written with a pen 130 songs. And then we write here every single night without a pen. We just create. But if I actually sat here, maybe I'll do this one day, just play songs for you that I actually wrote with a pen, so you could hear the way I actually spend time and make words, you know, put them together eloquently in order to create a total image. This is me doing it on the fly, but there's some beautiful songs I've written. So anyway, I had 120 songs. I told the guy, I got 10 albums we could put out right now before I ever have to write another song. Why are you getting all the money? And I said, you send me something fair and I'll do the deal. But part of he had like requirements. One of them was that I'd have to move to LA. And I don't know, we were just about to get married 6 months later, you know, and I just said to him, I'm not ready to move to LA. I'm not ready to move out west and leave the woman I love before I have a chance to get this family. And it's crazy because I actually had just spent about 8 years playing every night all over the place, you know, doing an album here, going out there and trying to get gigs. And then all of a sudden it's like, here, fine, you got the record deal. I'm like, nope, no good. I'm good. Hanging up the freaking guitar, get my real estate license. That's why this is a really interesting story how this all went down. But like, I could have gone a whole different path. I could have signed a record deal. Could have gone to LA. Could have gone horrible. I could have gone great. Who knows? Instead, I come back and I decide to stay here. Married, 3 kids, invented the first drum for guitar players. That never would have happened to LA. I know that for sure. Because in LA, they would have put a band around me. They would have had a drummer. They would have had a steel drum, whatever. Everything would have been right around me. And so all I'm doing is playing guitar and singing. And the beat seat was created out of necessity, because I needed something to create drums with. And in 2011, I created it, and I invented it and patented it. So that wouldn't have happened if I moved to LA. So it's like everything to me, even though life is crazy, and sometimes it's definitely not an easy thing to be, you know, going day to day through. We all have life that's terrible. The ups and downs in life are terrible. It's not like you could live here all the time, you know? And that's just something I think we all have to understand, is like, you can't get away from the hard parts of life. And I think we do our best to handle it, each of us. And there is no right way to do it, because we're also unique. Everybody handles stress, everybody handles adversity differently. I think what I really want you to do is just make sure you don't lose your ability to be positive. WWW, thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate it. Tonight, I think we are collecting pandas. If anybody wants to send a panda over. I don't know how much they are. I think they're just a few bucks. I think it's just like a $5. I don't even know what a $5 is, to be honest. But we're doing pandas because we love panda bears. And because tomorrow we have our 6th feature film coming out. And if you know anything about pandas, they like the number 6. And they like Mark Pires Renaissance Man feature films. I actually called the panda community and I said, look, what is their favorite movies to watch when they're there eating, you know, freaking, you know, they've got their bark. What do they eat, Joanne? You know, sometimes when you're getting tired and you can't think anymore, it happens. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's long freaking stalks of it. You know, you can't even chop it. It's that freaking hard. You know, look, when you're doing it and you got a feature film tomorrow, bambooing it. We already got it. When you're bambooing it, chewing on the bamboo. You know, they said they like to watch the Renaissance Man movies. I get it. Guys, tomorrow when we do the worst coach ever, we could talk about why LeBron James is the worst, of the GOAT conversations. I think it's funny. I saw something recently where these people all think LeBron James is the greatest of all time. And I'm like, even if LeBron James gets the most points in history, he will never be the greatest of all time. I'm sorry. He's just not. He's just not good enough to be the greatest of all time. He's great. He's freaking awesome. But he's not the greatest of all time. He does not work to be the greatest of all time the way I freaking saw Michael Jordan work the court. I saw a video of him the other day, and a guy comes down, I think it was Kevin Durant. He comes down the freaking court to go and dunks the ball. LeBron's standing right there, doesn't even try to defend. He just stands there and lets it happen. He stands on the other side of the freaking key and lets him just come in and dunk the ball. And I'm like, Jordan never would have done that. Jordan would have fought to try to stop that from going in. And it's like these people, this whole new generation of ball players, there's no hustle, and they do one side of the ball only. Jordan was both sides of the ball. He was fierce. I don't think people don't realize how freaking aggressive those games were in like 86, 87, 88. Those games against the Pistons and the freaking Celtics that happened. Oh my goodness. They were throwing Jordan down. They were trying to hurt Jordan. The Pistons trying to hurt Jordan. There is some ridiculous video you got to see of them. And they were brutal. They really wanted to win that badly. Now it's like they just want to collect their checks. You know what the difference is? Back then, no one made the money that they do now. Think about that. Jordan was like the only guy making big money. There's a few people, Olajuwon, Charles Barkley. These guys were making really big money when they moved to the right teams and did their things. Barkley got screwed at the beginning, I heard. But here's the thing. It wasn't like every guy was making $5 million a year plus. They were making like 350, 500 grand. They're making good money, but they weren't paid like Jordan was. Now everybody is. And this attitude within the whole, organization of basketball is like, oh, I'm above doing X because I got so much. Like, no, I'm sorry. Where's the love of the game? Go out there and play. Go out there and show us why you are there making that much. That was what was great about Michael Jordan. He went and he earned what he is every single night. I wrote a quote early on in the show about 95 days in. It's time plus effort equals result. Michael Jordan is a prime example of putting your time in plus the effort equaling result. He lost many finals, or not finals, but he didn't get to the finals, but he lost playoffs over and over and over until he finally got there. And the dude was a beast. He just doesn't give up. He continued to grow, continued to improve. The time was something he knew he couldn't get away from. He has to continue going because time is there. The effort had to continue elevating as he's going. So his result could be world champion, greatest of all time. That doesn't happen when you let people go by and dunk on you. It happens when you get knocked to the ground because you tried to stop the ball from going in. And that's what Jordan always did. That dude took a lot. And that's why he'll always be the greatest. And not only just that, but if you ever saw that freaking dude move, I'm sorry. And Kobe Bryant was as close to Michael Jordan as there ever will be too. So it's like you had two ridiculous players, but Jordan, there's something about the way that dude moved, the way he'd hang in the air. He'd literally jump, and then everybody would be like, and he's like still up there, and he's shooting, and he's like, what the, how the hell? See, gravity worked different. This is where I knew gravity's not real. It's Michael Jordan. Why can Jordan hang in the air longer than someone else? There's something to that. Gravity, bunch of crap, Jordan's just like, I'm just going to fly. When you can fly, Air 23 style. Now, tomorrow, guys, I just don't want you to, don't be sidetracked by this, but Michael Jordan is part of the movie tomorrow. What's that? Yeah, Joanne, the crap Michael Jordan, though. Not the real one. Sorry. He's dressed like Jordan, though. And he's going to be there getting a freaking walloping from Coach McLavin-Riven. Because you don't come down wearing the Jordan outfit, named Michael Jordan, and then you're freaking rubbish when you grab the ball, McLavin-Riven lets him have it big time during the movie. 9 p.m. tomorrow, fam and friends. So do me a favor, make sure you join me. I'll be in there about 8:47, 13 minutes before the movie starts tomorrow night, over here on TikTok. If you can, fam and friends, let me see who's here with me. Duckster, how are you, my friend? WWW, thank you so much for your love. I really appreciate it. I hope you'll head over to YouTube right now. Still do it while we're live, and you can subscribe and click the link for tomorrow night at 9 p.m. It's already on my page and ready to go. It's an hour and 27 minutes of live stand-up, stream of consciousness, comedy, and worst coach ever. Where else do you want to be on a Friday night at 9 p.m., right? Eastern Standard. Don't forget that. So, WWWHS4, thank you so much for your donations tonight. Love you. Duckster, thank you so much. Love you. Green and Lovely in the house. You know I love Green and Lovely. Doing it. Green and Lovely style. Over here on the YouTube page, guys. If you're here with me, say goodnight now or forever hold your peace. Anna Treos. EA Fitz in the house. I love it. Hey, Fitz, good to see you, my friend. Have a great Dana. MLS Swan. S. Coop, Stacy Michaels, V Dubs, and We of Liberty. Guys, 9 p.m. tomorrow. S. Coop, thank you so much for putting the link in there. We'll see you for movie time. Get the popcorn. I'll be in the chat with you during the whole movie. Let's see if we can get a ton of people there tomorrow, guys. I hope we can. This is a proud moment for a guy creating a movie. I'm just a guy standing here looking at a girl, you know, asking her if she wants to go out on a date. You got to go, world. So tomorrow, guys, I will see you. The date of our lives tomorrow at 9.
You got to go away.
Oh, yeah, family and friends.
You got to go.
Until tomorrow. It's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. See you tomorrow. You got to go away till tomorrow.